Hey cuties, PeachY here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, we need to talk about Barbie because while she will always be an icon and a legend for being the first fashion doll on the market, we do have to admit she has fallen off her pedestal and is no longer really bringing her A game. So let's talk about the downfall of Barbie and what changes could happen to get her back to her prime. Barbie debuted back in 1959 with the first ever doll being the black and white swimsuit Barbie doll, and ever since, each year these styles and looks have adapted to the trends at the time. Now if you're a 2000s baby just like me, then you probably have very fond memories of the Barbie dolls that came out during that period, in the 2000s, 2010, specifically the Barbie Fashionistas that kind of revolutionized the fashion doll industry as a whole. The first Barbie Fashionista line came out in 2009, and then from then on it just went crazy. They released a ton of series, ton of dolls that were part of the Barbie Fashionistas line, but also dolls that were not part of the Fashionistas line that still looked really, really girly, really glam, really sparkly. I mean, all of the Barbie dolls basically just had that really cute, glam, luxurious look of like Barbie girl. It's like the Barbie girl. It was a trend. It was really it was so popular and it was so hot and it was a craze, let me tell you. Actually, a little story time. My first fashion doll ever was a Barbie Fashionista doll. It was the doll you're seeing on screen right now, the Sweetie character, because initially the Barbie dolls from the Fashionista line each had a character, and it was like a certain personality type, and it was like all about like, which character are you, so that was kind of like the gimmick, and so hers was Sweetie, being sweet. And I remember vividly I saw her in a grocery store, and because in the grocery store next to us, there are some toys. It's not much, but there's always like a little bit, like a little small toy aisle, because kids sometimes drag their parents and like get them to buy stuff. So they had some dolls, not many, and I always loved getting Polly Pockets, actually, also from that grocery store, because I was obsessed with Polly Pocket. And then of course I got my first Barbie Fashionista doll from that store as well, and I still have her. I have a huge Barbie bin, and when I got that one, I kept getting Barbie dolls from then on, and so I keep all my Barbie dolls in that little bin, and she's kind of like at the I don't know where she is, unfortunately. Like I know she's in that bin somewhere, but I'm not gonna go looking for that bin. I'm sorry, it's gonna take a whole day. You know how it is. You keep dolls sometimes in like a container, and then it's just you gotta fish one out, and it's like at the bottom, and then you have a whole mess. So it's a whole thing. But she's gorgeous. I love her, and she really means a lot to me. The possibility was really also like something that just stuck out. Like the Bratz had come out before Barbie Fashionistas, so Bratz kind of like took over first with the fashion doll, aspect, trends and stuff. But the Bratz did not have articulation. Barbie Fashionistas did, and they had these styles and trends as well. So they really had the best of both worlds, and that's why I feel like it kind of blew up. They even had a gimmick at one time where you could swap the upper torso for other ones, and you change up the look in that way. And that was I also have some that have that feature, and there's like a little button behind. It's really awesome. I mean, they really were in the prime. I feel like for me, I remember Barbie most vividly in that era, Barbie Fashionistas, 2010s, I feel like that's kind of like where I feel like she was the strongest. Also with the movies, they were so popular. And then in 2016, we all know what happened. They introduced a new version, the new era of Fashionistas, and it was a complete 180, and it looked nothing like the predecessors. The one good thing that did come out of it, though, was that there was more body inclusivity, diversity, and also just diversity in general, with different skin tones and ethnicities represented. So that is a plus, definitely, and that is something that was lacking, unfortunately, in the earlier version of the 2010s Fashionistas line. At the US cost average of $9.99 to $10.99 for one single Barbie Fashionistas doll, the quality dropped like flies. I mean, it is just Ooh, I mean, again, we all know we've all gotten at least one of these new Barbie Fashionistas dolls. I have. I literally only got her because she had a nice hoodie on, and I feel like that's what most people do who are into Barbie, who are into collecting Barbie dolls. They collect certain Fashionistas dolls because of clothing pieces, right? They don't actually like the dolls, or maybe they do, and then they rebody them, because of a nice face up. But some face ups are really badly pigmented as well, pigmented or pixelated. It's really like it's an ongoing problem with the quality, and then also, is it really worth it what you're paying for? The dolls have no possibility besides the 5 basic points of articulation. But most of the dolls come wearing a one-piece outfit, like a simple shirt and a skirt, or just a simple dress with a wonky pattern, or just really overdone. So the actual outfits here that are included with the dolls, most times, like 6 times out of 10, they're just a one-piece dress or a simple shirt, print, and skirt or pants. And yes, sometimes they each have like one accessory, whether it's earrings or sunglasses or like a purse or little hair clips. I think each doll does come with like some kind of accessory, but that's only one accessory. And then obviously a pair of shoes that are never painted, because of course they're not. After Barbie was doing well with the Fashionistas line, they then released the Barbie color reveal dolls, which I think are probably the most popular dolls so far that Barbie has released. Like overall, I feel like they have probably sold a lot, and they do also incorporate the surprise gimmick that LO Surprise MJ has so thoroughly implemented in their doll lines. And so Mattel kind of wanted to try that out for themselves, and so here we have color reveal. And ever since, we've gotten so many different lines, even the Chelsea lines. We even have Barbie color reveal Chelsea dolls, and even pets. And while most color reveal dolls have a bodysuit that's painted on, only 5 points of articulation, and most of them don't even have real hair. They mostly have, I think they have either a wig piece or a little hair ponytail piece that you plug in the hair. So 9 times out of 10, this doll will have no articulation, painted on bodysuit, painted on hair, molded on hair, a pixie cut, and then a little hairpiece. So you would think that's kind of cheap, right? That's kind of tacky. That's kind of like, ew, like who wants that? Well, apparently a lot of people want that, and apparently a lot of people loved the gimmick with the whole see-through tube, seeing the color swirl around. I don't know, I guess it is very calming, and it was very trend. It was very much on trend. I believe I feel like 2 years ago or a year ago it was really trending. Now I feel like it has died down a little bit, but I remember a time where everyone was doing it. Everyone was reviewing one of these dolls, showing the effect in a tube, and it was really hot. It was really hot. And then we got Barbie Extra, I believe released back in 2019, 2020. I don't think it's been too long ago. I think this is more recent, and it kind of also blew up, mostly because some of the fashions are a little questionable. Some of the composition of the outfits is kind of basically what? Barbie Fashionistas on steroids. The dolls are very camp. The whole idea is very out there, and I mean, if you read the description, they literally say dolls dial it up to an 11 with their style, accessories, and outfit pieces. I mean, it is very, very out there, very extra. That is the whole point of this line. And whatever you may say about the dolls, I feel like some dolls do pull it off. Some are really cute. I mean, look at this latest one, number 19. Look at that fit. Also, this one with the red braids. I love her outfit. And also one of the new Barbie Extra fancy dolls. This one, with the pink dress, I love it. I love it so much. And of course, we also have Barbie Extra minis and mini minis for some reason. And speaking of, I did get one half of my Barbie Extra order, and the one in the Moschino outfit looks great, her face up. But some of these, like this one right here, the face up is so pixelated, it's very blurry almost. And that is another problem that I think is still ongoing with Barbie Extra dolls, and not just Barbie Extra, but also Barbie Fashionista dolls, that some faces these are heavily pixelated, and it really just destroys the whole face up for me. And most recently, we've gotten the Barbie Cutie reveal dolls. Unlike with the Barbie Color reveal dolls, you don't need no water here to reveal the doll. Instead, you just take off the costume and voila, there she is. Here is that the dolls have rooted hair and they have more posability. And so I feel like these are definitely going to be more popular than the Barbie Color reveal doll. Even so, it seems that Mattel cannot recapture the magic that Barbie once had back in 2000. I stumbled across this account on Instagram at Sydney Blanco Barbies, and they do 3D modeling and rendering of Barbie dolls, Barbie Fashionista, you know, like what could have been released today if they had kept it going. But in reality, you know, the times changed, and Barbie Mattel, they had to, you know, adapt with the styles and trends, and also just be more inclusive, and also because the kids that grow the kids that they were trying to cater to are now grown up. So this is a whole new generation that they have to cater to, and that's why I also feel like Barbie has gotten more like kid friendly, you know, and more bubbly, and like more bright colors, and more like, yes, it's for kids, and it's, you know, I feel like that's also a reason why it's gotten so obvious that Mattel is really trying to be very kid friendly, and like Barbie's very relatable, you know, because now the original audience has grown up, and now it's people like me who are wondering, why don't they capture back the magic? And it's because, you know, they can't, because they have to cater towards a new generation who are kids, who are younger. And so that obviously makes sense. It really is a shame, because looking at all these designs from at Sydney Blanco Barbies on Instagram, and their rendering and their videos, it really, I just wish it's like a whole different timeline of things that could have been. Like, I feel like there should be a good balance between being able to capture some of that magic back, good quality, and then also good value. So I feel like there should be a good balance, but I feel like for Mattel right now, it's all about just making money and playing it safe. And that's fine. But it really just shows. It really shows, and I feel like that's why Barbie kind of lost its mojo. It kind of lost its steam, and that's why also Barbie is just now no longer the queen of the doll aisles. And it's really sad, because nowadays when you go to a Barbie aisle in a toy store, it's so boring. It's all bright colors, it's Dreamtopia stuff, and it's all catered towards kids, and it really just leaves no space for the older collectors like us who really would love to see it brought back, even just a smidge. You know, I feel like if they had a good balance between better fashions for the fashionista dolls, better outfits, you know, maybe more articulation, maybe more accessories, and not like Barbie Extra. I mean like sophisticated fashions, which I know they do the Barbie looks, but it's very sophisticated. It's almost like plain. And I am happy that they're still releasing dolls that are like more posable and like for older collectors. But I also feel like in that sense, they haven't captured back the same quality like they had in the past. I really think they need to step up their game here. Mattel needs to have better quality, better outfits, better designs. They also have to fix the whole pixelation problem with the face-ups, because that's a no-go. That's a no-go for many people. And I feel like if they just tweaked a few things here and there, they can have their cake and eat it too. And you know what? It might just be delicious. And while working on this video, I also thought, wouldn't it be interesting to see what my audience on Instagram thinks? So I put up a poll on my Instagram story, and these are the results. The question was, do you care about Barbie? Collect Barbie. We got 20 votes for yes, 24%. We got occasionally 25 votes at 30%, and then no, not really won with 37 votes at 45%. So the majority of people, at least from my audience, which is not like huge, but still like I would say generally, I think most people right now do not really keep up with Barbie, and if some people do, it's only occasionally. And then I also left a question tab open. What can Mattel do to make Barbie great again? Overall, people mentioned a lot of the same things, you know, bring back the older Barbie, better fabrics, better quality, better designs, better concept art, not just using the Barbie brand, but also actually putting more care and love into it. Bring back glam Barbie, bring back pink Barbie, make more affordable, better quality dolls, no more t-shirt dresses, bring back pink, no more painted on clothes, better quality, more articulated, cheaper prices and clothing, have their diverse dolls and actual fun and decked out fashions, and what else? Better concepts, bring back the slay of it all. Yes, I know they need to stop trying to make Barbie so every day. Thank you at Freddy's_dolls. And honestly, thank you to everyone who left a little message here on Instagram on the little question bubble, because you all made very good points. It's an overall, I mean, I can clearly see what the problem is. You know, bring back quality, better designs, better concepts, bring back some of the old charm, magic, glam that Barbie had, and just better fabrics, better designs, and Mattel, put some more care and love into Barbie again, okay? Because we can tell when it's just going on autopilot, okay? Let me know down below which one was your favorite Barbie doll, and what would you love for Mattel to do again and do better for future Barbie generations. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.